1007 35192. You want to shoot me a text, and AlanCoxShow.com. For everything else, don't miss the Alan Cox Show Instagram hotties that are up there. If you want to submit yourself, if you feel like you're in a submissive mood and you want to connect with one William Scott Squire, then shoot him an email and say, hey, don't exclude me from the Instagram hotties. Volume 9.
That's right.
Would you like to be part of the first double-digit volume? Are you a fan of double digits? Then, by all means, submit yourself to Bill Squire. Just Bill at AlanCoxShow.com, right? Hey, here's some photos of me. Attached. An affidavit of my full consent that these be used in whatever way you deem necessary. Turns out that that kid who really made the rounds as patient zero for the Spring Breaker Idiot Squad, the kid, I don't care if I get corona. Remember that kid? Mm-hmm. The kid that was all over the news.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, I've been waiting. We've been waiting for Miami Spring Break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens, bro. That is Cincinnati native Brady Sluder. Of course this guy's name. Of course his name is Brady.
Brady
of course it is.
Of course he's from Cincinnati.
Brady Sluder from the Nasty Natty.
Oh, he had to be an Ohio resident, of course.
He is now apologizing profusely on his, I'm sure at everyone's behest that he's related to, knows. Imagine you're the parents and you see your daughter or son pop up in that little piece that's now being used everywhere for, you know, it checks all the boxes for people that were like, kids are so stupid. Checks that box. Checks goddamn millennials, even though millennials are 40. What, you know, whatever.
Like entitled, all that.
All that stuff.
And you're just at home quarantined. Do you see, is that Joseph up on the
Mr.
screen?
and Mrs. Sluder are watching the nightly news. Oh, goddamn Brady's on the tube, Margaret. Marcia, get in here.
I wanted to name him Joe.
That is your son.
Whoa. When did he get his butt whooped?
So he posted on Facebook how very, very sorry he is. And I want everybody to know that, boy, insensitivity and unawareness. He just wanted to party.
This after he got drunk, though.
I wasn't aware of the severity of my actions and comments. I'd like to take this time to own up to the mistakes I've made and apologize to the people I've offended.
That's a hangover post for sure. He's got the blues the next day,
Yeah, he
and
came
he's just
down.
so sad.
Definitely came down.
His head hurts. He's throwing up.
If I get corona, I get corona.
I'm so sorry. I brought us on that really fast again.
Did you see there's also a kid that was licking like deodorants and stuff
Yeah.
in a Walmart, and
Yeah.
he got charged with
Terrorism,
which I thought was a nice touch.
Think about that.
Why you gotta lick a deodorant? It's so dry.
Trouble is not, we're
like-
all on a no-fly list right now.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, if I get terrorism threats, I get terrorism threats. Ain't gonna stop me from partying. I've been saving up for these terrorism threats all winter.
He's not licking he's like licking where you hold it.
Oh, I
So
thought
he
he
just
was
goes
like
like
opening
down
and
an
licking
aisle
the actual.
and just like licks
People are just
all over
dicks.
the stuff.
Like,
And there's
for
another
what?
person, like a kid that like licked the toilet seat and then got coronavirus. Because there's like the coronavirus challenge was licking toilet seats because people are stupid.
They deserve to get corona. I don't wish this upon anybody. But if you do that, you deserve to get corona.
Coronavirus!
But you can also get E. coli. Like there's a lot of
Get all kinds of
Toilet
things.
seat. Some big
Problems.
fat sweaty man with diarrhea had to sit on that seat at some point.
Like
And
under normal circumstances,
Yeah.
you
Lick a
wouldn't lick a
toilet
toilet seat.
that's what happened. And you want to like just put your tongue all over it,
Corona
slob it down.
challenge.
Hey, lick that.
Okay. I'm sure it smelled great.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can you do the Donald Trump? Okay.
Yeah, right? Oh, I don't want to hear this anymore. Don't play it again.
Oh, you don't?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
He's getting ready.
Our generation may feel invincible, Brady continues. Like I did when I commented, but we have a responsibility. This was clearly dictated to him, and he just kind of wrote down whatever they transcribed. I also have elderly people who I adore more than anything in the world, and other family members who are at risk, and I blah, 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 blah. I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. See, this guy
What
is
happens when
Janet
you-
Jackson at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And all the other kids are Justin Timberlake.
They're scot-free.
Yeah.
I think there was a girl that got busted too. Like she was saying something like this, and then she ended up getting coronavirus, and now she's like, "I'm really sorry, everyone. I didn't know it was so serious," and doing the same thing, apologizing from the bottom of their hearts. Not because it matters what part of the heart it comes from.
The bottom of the bottle.
I apologize from the bottom of the bottle.
I apologize.
Apologize.
I sincerely apologize. Yeah. Brazil is another country. I like what they're doing for spring breakers. They're blowing people off the beach. Usually when you're in Brazil and you're getting blown off the beach, it's a good time.
Usually there's a guy named Mike involved.
And then
Miguel.
they've got helicopters that are flying low over the beaches to blow sand in everybody's face to get them to go
hilarious.
home.
That's hella petty.
No, it's
To
Mike.
force
Mike in Brazil.
Mike in Brazil on Pornhub.
Oh, I
I mean,
didn't know
what?
that was
I
a
don't know.
thing.
I was just laughing to make him feel better.
Ew.
Sunbathers at Gareta Beach in Brazil were treated to a sandstorm when police helicopters, who are supposed to enforce public distancing, flew really low over the beach. Why didn't they do that in Florida?
I love that.
But it's strange to me, though, because the president of Brazil is like their Trump. He's another one of these dimwit blowhards. So I'm not sure why because he's, talks about how tough he is, and the media's all hysterical, and reopen the schools, and he's making fun of the doctors. And I'm not
guys.
so. That doesn't sound like a guy who would tell the cops, "Hey, go blow those people off the beach
Probably thinks it's as funny as I
with
do.
the helicopters."
Well, they have governors and stuff down there too, don't they? They have.
They
like,
do,
different
yeah. And
territories.
clearly, the governors are in charge.
And Brazil's so goddamn big.
Is it?
Yeah, it's real big.
Brazil is real big.
Oh, Brazil's huge.
And yet, out of all those,
I just looked at the map of the United States. I was like,
see where Brazil was?
I looked over there.
Brazil is way bigger. Well, is it bigger than the United States?
No, Brazil.
Brazil is big,
But
and a
it's
lot
not
of it's
bigger than the
rainforest.
United
long.
States.
It's really long, I would say.
Okay.
Population-wise, I don't think they have more people than us, but like mile range, I think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's huge. Okay. So most of that country is
rainforest.
Brazil. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
209 million people.
One of my favorite couples from before the 90 days, this guy travels to Brazil and has to take a boat down the Amazon River to get to this girl. He's there for it's a 2-day boat trip on top of all the other flying that he had to do, and he's so paranoid he won't go in the water without putting a condom on because he's afraid of that fish that swims
Crawls
up your
up.
urethra. And
The D fish.
yeah, it's very entertaining.
Well, Brazil and Mexico are like the last two holdouts in Latin America on the coronavirus. They're like, it's not going to be a big deal.
Mexico has probably bigger problems to worry about.
I just don't know why any country is looking at this and going, it'll be fine.
Right, especially when you
burn
see
itself out before it gets to us.
like what's happening in Italy and Spain right now.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Well, isn't Italy kind of, they're not really seeing any more increase?
They're on the other side
They-
of
on
the
the other
they
side of
hit
it, but
their
they still
peak,
like
and then-
10,000
It's a
people
lot of
died,
people.
though.
No, yeah, I know that.
10,000
but-
people did not die.
In Italy.
10,000 people died?
They were looking at like 650 deaths a day for a
Yeah.
while.
I thought it was that was the one day. I thought they had like 3,400 people
They
die.
had 400 people a day dying for like a week. And then there was one day they had like 700 people die in a day. I was just reading about this Italian nurse who killed herself so that she wouldn't infect anyone.
Oh my God.
She's
Okay.
34.
That's commitment.
I know, right? Like what?
She was
If I'm
already
going
gonna
down,
pull that
y'all going
trigger.
down with me. Mm-mm.
Really? That's your first thought? If I'm going down, y'all going down with me.
I ain't killing myself.
Man, and he is the child of a nurse.
Right.
He is the child of a healthcare provider, of someone who is given of herself to, do nurses take the Hippocratic Oath? First,
Yes.
do
Think
no
so.
harm?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Makes sense that they would, right? Poundcake's thought the exact opposite of that.
Do all the harm.
Do all harm.
Do every harm.
If I'm going down, you're if I'm going down, y'all going down with me. Yeah. Well, anyway. Weird
Someone would
times,
run
man.
back into a fire to try and save Poundcake and be like, if I'm here, you're here, and you just hold
He
him
would
there.
hold them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd put him in a bear hug and
No.
they'd burn together.
I already told you what would happen if I was in a burning building with children. I would save the children and kind of throw them out, and if I burn alive,
throw them out.
Well, they have a chance of surviving versus sitting in there and burning to death. But I wouldn't want.
Well, he wouldn't save them first, Bill.
Hey, I molest children. You think I'm gonna do that in a fire?
Yes.
Hey, I molest children.
You never said that it was contingent on pristine conditions.
Shoot your shot. Man.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned.
I wouldn't want to survive because people would be like, I can't believe you chose your survival over those kids. You lived a long, sinful life.
No wonder he would want to save those kids. He would be looking forward to when they got well again.
Hey, I molest children.
I just like that if he didn't save the kids, the reason why he would is because he didn't want to deal with people yelling at him.
Yes, that's right.
I said that before.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with the actual children or any situation.
I would rather die in a fire than deal with that because I'm looked at as the bad guy. I'm like, I'm sorry.
He's
I wanted
only
to survive.
considered about the perception of him. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Bad optics.
Bad optics. That's why he's a Trump guy.
Not a 6-year-old life ending.
There you
bad
go.
Optics.
Bad optics.
Well, we're all on
well,
the
it is
together.
bad optics if you're let a kid burn. Hey, I got $1,000 for you. Some good optics. A chance for you to help pay your bills. We're giving away a lot of these just about every hour, so good luck.
Rover's Morning Glory wants to help with a chance at $1,000. We have your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the nationwide keyword AID, A-I-D, to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's AID to 200-200. Good luck. From 100.7 WMMS.
If you want to join us on the After Hours line, you can. You can leave a message for us. If you're a podcast listener, can't join us live, it is available to you. Anytime, it is 216-986-8903.
Hey, guys, love the show. I had back surgery a couple of weeks ago, and I died on the table for about 7 minutes. I'd like to think that it was you guys that bring me back, but surgery was pretty early in the morning, so Rover was probably on. But just trying to catch up on shows. Love what you guys are doing. I heard Fish Wagon as well. Bill, don't let him give you crap about the $2,000 dog. I think I told you on Instagram I bought a $2,200 comic book a couple of days ago. So keep up the good work, guys, and thanks a lot.
Oh, comic book.
$2,200 comic book.
Now that I can see. It's got some investment value potentially. A dog's like a car. It devalues as soon as you drive it off the lot. So you do what you want to with your money.
My dog's smart, though.
So it's
$2,000 smart?
I wish he had told us which comic book he bought.
I watched her pee on your couch last week.
But she's a baby.
Yeah, she's a baby. She's a baby.
$2,000 smart.
But she's also learning, like, sit and stay already.
Okay.
So she's learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, puppies have accidents like that.
I gotta say, though, there's no way that guy was dead for 7 minutes.
That's a long time to be dead.
He'd be a vegetable if he were dead for 7 minutes. I mean, I'll take him at his word. Somebody must have told him that.
I wonder what he remembers.
I think it was the first appearance of Dr. Doom, Fantastic Four #5. That was the comic book because he messaged me. And said
he did.
That he's like, hey, don't feel bad about spending the money on the dog. I just spent $2,200 on a comic book that I've been looking for a long time.
Huh.
So
I'll tell you what, that is a true collector because if you were spending $2,200 on a comic book, that is probably the peak of its worth. It's not going to go higher than that.
How do you know?
Because I collected comic books for a long time, and I still have, like, my whole collection.
Why wouldn't it get higher the older it gets?
Because they don't always. It depends more on the rarity of it than the time it's been around. So that's probably a very rare issue. Like, the bulk of my comic book collection is first issues, and so some of those are worth a lot, and some of them just aren't, even though they're all 40 years old, my comic book collection. So, it depends. $2,200. It's a lot of money.
It's so much money.
For Victor Von Doom fighting the Fantastic Four.
what's something that you would spend $2,200 on?
Nothing.
Nothing. There's
You wouldn't
one
spend
thing.
$2,200 on something? There's absolutely
now?
something you would spend.
No, like if you had
If you
the
had
money.
$2,200 and you have to worry about money.
Oh, if I didn't have to worry about money?
$2,000. You say, I'm going to drop $2,000 on this.
Something that'd be like
Like
ridiculous.
a pool table. Oh.
Like that would be like people would be giving you crap like they're giving me crap
I
over
honestly
the dog.
don't know. I don't know if there's... I can't even think of something I love that much. Maybe... I don't know.
I'd buy
$2,200. That's so much money.
I'd buy a bag or some sunglasses.
I couldn't wear a $2,000 bag. I'd be too nervous about it. I'm
You
clumsy.
shouldn't wear it. You should carry it.
Well, you know what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
they can get a knockoff for $100. Who's going to know the difference?
Yeah, I would want a $2,000 bag. Or like some...
Sunglasses, I'll step on them and break them.
Well, you
And then
hold-
I'd be so mad.
You keep those in like what are they
Case.
called?
Yeah,
a
but
case.
still, it's like...
You lock it up.
Maybe a piece of furniture, like a couch or
Yeah,
a
okay.
table
A
or
nice
a TV
watch.
or something.
You wouldn't like
No,
a
it's gotta
nice
be,
watch?
That's one of those things that's
Something
too big.
ridiculous.
It's gotta
I
be
get
more,
what
a
you're
little
saying.
Less
it's gotta be
practical.
Less practical, yes. That people are going to give you crap over.
A belly ring?
22. Yeah, $22 belly ring.
Yes, that would give you. That would qualify.
I would not do that on a belly ring. I don't even know. I don't even like things that much. I like shoes, but that's kind of practical. Buy some like red bottom shoes or something like that.
Red bottom shoes, you make the rockin' world go round.
I have to call them red bottom shoes because I don't know how to actually pronounce it. Christian Louboutin.
Christian Louboutin.
Louboutin.
See, that right there means I shouldn't own them. If I can't
If you like
say
them,
it.
who cares? Now
Yeah.
you know. Could you show me the Louboutins in a 6?
6.5. Close
Hey,
enough.
there you go. Why not?
Or would you just blow it? You go to like the Champs-Élysées.
You know what? I could see myself taking that money to the casino.
I
There
just
you
love
go.
saying
And
it.
that's just
if
as
it
impractical.
did not matter.
Yeah.
If you had $2,000 to spend.
If I had $2200 extra dollars, and I don't have to worry about it, I would probably go to the casino with it.
Really?
Yeah.
When would you stop? You'd blow the whole $2,000?
I would walk in knowing I'm going to spend this.
Yeah, this is my budget.
I see.
If I got up,
Gravy.
great. If
Gotcha.
not, I'm willing to lose. That's how you got to walk into gambling.
I
I'm
understand.
willing to lose this amount of money.
I know. This okay, so I got
So that would probably be
yeah.
the most ridiculous thing I would do if I had $2,000 extra dollars.
Okay. Well, there's a chance you can build on
See?
it. Slim chance you can
Very
build on it.
stupid, though.
Well,
As dumb as a comic book, at
not
least
a
a
great
comic book
investment.
you walk
I
out
mean,
with something.
yeah,
you know?
that's
and
right.
if it's something that then you still have that thing.
Yeah.
Like you have that experience of spending the money.
It would be very
It'd
exhilarating.
be very exhilarating, but then it's gone.
But then-
I just watched Uncut Gems again. Like that.
I still
movie,
gotta see that.
dude. It's so good, and it stresses me out so much.
Is he a
because
gambler?
It's all about gambling.
Oh my God, I got to watch
You
it.
have to watch it. You will
Get
love
my
this
fix.
movie because it is all about that rush and like it freaks me out so much how reckless he is with money.
and then they owe
Dude.
they owe a guy millions of dollars. It's not like
Oh,
$2,000.
it's all-
you know.
yeah.
It gets to a point though. I mean, on a much smaller scale, where you're gambling, and if you have like that addictive personality,
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, all right, just 100 more, and I'll win it back. Just one, okay, $50 more, and I'll try again. And
I
it's-
always said if I was ever going to be hooked on something, and I'm not really one of those people, it would be gambling.
Yeah.
And I
It's
don't know
a- it's a
why.
thrill, it's a rush, it's
like,
invigorating.
let's see. Well, because there's money involved, and it's, you know.
He's doing like sports betting, which is so hard to bet on.
It's complicated.
It's complicated, and like the payouts can be huge, but they are also
The losses are
so
tragic.
fickle. Yeah, like because anything can happen in a game.
Oh, yeah.
Anything, and it's just the losses are tragic, and he's putting so much money on the line that's really not his money, and it is intense, and he plays that role so well. It's so good.
I haven't seen it yet. I
gotta see
remember
it
watching The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg. I don't think too many people saw that movie.
Mark Wahlberg.
But it's that same kind of thing where you're just like, it's just constant tension because somebody's beating the hell out of
Because,
them.
and it's one thing to be like a card, like playing cards, like if you play poker professionally, like there's luck, but that's also a skill.
Yeah.
But when you're just betting on a basketball
Like basketball game, yeah.
it just is so much more stress. I mean, maybe have a little bit of inside information here and there, but it's not.
It's too many variables.
Yeah, there's so many variables.
People getting hurt. See, at least you, like with cards, like you said, that you're playing odds essentially. You're like, oh, so dealer showing a 6 in blackjack, that's a bust card. You're not gonna, you're not gonna hit. You're gonna let them bust out. That kind of a thing is like, oh, statistically, this is what happens.
Well, it's the same. I mean,
you're
it's-
working on people. Like someone
Yeah.
just might not feel good that day. Someone could be
Exactly.
hungover.
But also,
you know what I mean?
casinos
Like,
are all carpeted. And if somebody drops a playing card and then you slip on it,
then what?
you could break your legs.
Oh, blackjack. I was like, is that?
Any card game, you can slip on that card.
Yeah.
Oh, the house always wins.
Until you sue them.
For falling on a card.
I
the
fell
old
on
slip
your
and fall.
card.
The old slip and fall.
You owe me all the money.
Alan, I'm a healthcare worker who has all the symptoms, but I can't get tested because my temperature is not above 100.4.
That's scary.
What about 100.7? Yeah!
The eagle.
We take our temperature every morning. Mine's been low.
I have not taken my temperature
I had
yet.
mine taken on Saturday, and it was like 97.
Did
take
you
it
not
every-
feel well?
We take it every morning.
I was just at a doctor appointment.
I had one nostril that was dripping today because I was like, let me do this. And then.
You know what?
One
I took
nostril
one
that was dripping.
last week. What day was
had
it?
snot in it.
Yeah, I understand what you meant by that.
It wasn't dripping lighter fluid.
Yeah, he's like, well, that's not a symptom of the
But it was
coronavirus, but
just
still,
one
it was
nostril.
very annoying.
Like I was like, oh, maybe I'm getting a cold, but it was one nostril, and then it went away within like an hour.
That was him blowing his nose.
You want to lick it?
On March.
He did the old trucker rocket. What's it? Snot rocket?
Farmer pole.
Yeah, there you go.
Snot rocket, farmer pole.
I don't know.
What is that sound effect?
That's
somebody-
diarrhea.
Diarrhea, taking a dump.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not grossed out by that, but I'm grossed out by like vomit sounds.
Vomit's worse.
Vomit is worse,
Poop
but like
is easier to handle. Poop's
one-
easier to handle. Vomit sounds worse.
well, I think we're so used to pooping sounds,
My
like 'cause we do
girlfriend-
it every day. We don't throw up every day.
that's true too.
My girlfriend came to bed last night and she's like, "You're lucky I love you." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Because you forgot to flush the toilet."
Oh,
Oh,
my
you
God.
disgusting
How
pig.
do you forget?
I was going from
Once you take the picture
to
and
the
then you put it
shower.
through the filter and
Yeah.
everything, you get
You don't
sidetracked.
flush before you go into the shower.
I just forgot one time.
You can't
I
forget
usually-
that.
Then
I
you get
have.
out and all the stink cells are in your hair
The
because it's
toilet
been
seat was down.
It's
What
happened
been
to the- what hap-
marinating in the heat. And
Why
the
didn't you
steam.
what happened to the waffle stomping? Why didn't you just wait till you got in the shower?
I didn't want to do that today.
He's not practicing what he's preaching.
Oh, fart your farts over here.
Yeah.
Hey, my
Liar.
farts are farted.
Liar.
My farts are farted.
Stomp
I
your
never said.
stomps.
I washed off in the shower. I just forgot to flush the toilet. Yeah, and I felt real bad about it. And
Did you tell her she could leave you one just to even the score?
no,
All right.
it's even.
What's good for the goose? Okay, let me break here. If you want to get a text in, 35192, you can check out the Alan Cox Show Instagram hotties at alancoxshow.com if you need to hit us up. Otherwise, you can do it there. And we'll be back after these.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.